Well, hello. I'm going to show you guys how to make a birdhouse in Tinkercad. Just kind of like this right here. All right. So first thing to do is get logged into Tinkercad. And you're going to create yourself a new design. So click Create New Design. And then I always say the best thing to do is to edit your grid first. So down in the lower right, click Edit Grid. Change the units to inches. We're working with inches here. And then change the preset to MakerBot Replicator Mini Plus. I think it's good because that one is limited in size and it's more realistic as far as what we'll have available to us to print. And it doesn't matter what kind of 3D printer you have, you can still choose the work plane setting based on that preset, and your object will still print on any printer. Well, with that said, today I am not going to be focusing on printing. We're just talking about solid modeling here. I'm using this as a tool to represent something, say like a concept or an idea I have. I want to be able to open up a 3D modeling software, a solid modeling software, and be able to get a visual representation of that idea and see what it looks like, and maybe, you know, spin it around and get different ideas. So that's what I'm using this for today. Now I'm going to start by creating the roof for my birdhouse. I'm going to use the top-down view for right now, and then I'm going to change it to flat view. So now I'm in this flat view or orthographic view. I'll click once for the roof, and you notice how I just clicked and let go? You just click and let go. You just click once and let go. You don't have to drag. All right. And I'm going to put it right here. Then I'm going to click this little white button or a little white square in the corner, and I'm going to change it to 3.5 by 3.5. So 3.5 by 3.5. Now notice the little blocks there, little boxes on the grid. And when I select it, if I use the right arrow, notice how it's going one box at a time. Every time I press the arrow, you can hear me hit those keys. 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's useful. That's the snap. So if yours is going further, if yours is going more or less, you might want to adjust the snap down here. You might be on, for instance, 1/4 inch. If you're on a 1/4 inch snap, notice it jumps 2 boxes, right? Because 2/8 is the same as 1/4, right? I want it on 1/8 snap. It's going to help me out quite a bit. All right. So that's looking good. I'm going to change to the front view right here by clicking that. Select it. Okay. That didn't seem right. I'm looking for this little white box. When I was on the front view here, though, I didn't see the little white box. So that's kind of strange. I click to change my view a little bit. I'll select that little white box. That's for the height. I want to make it 1 inch tall. Okay, so now I have this roof type thing structure that is 3.5 by 3.5, and then it is 1 inch tall. There we go. Now I don't want my roof to be solid. I want it to be hollowed out. I want to make sure that I'm got the best use of space. So anytime you want to hollow out an object, a lot of software, solid modeling software they'll have tools, things like a shell tool, stuff like that, to create a hollowed out object. I honestly don't know if there's an easier way to do this in Tinkercad. If you find an easier way, please let me know. But I'm going to hollow this out by creating a duplicate of it. So I'm going to click the duplicate or Control D. And then I'm going to move one of them up by clicking that little cone. I don't know if you noticed what I did. I'm going to undo what I did and show you again. So I'm selecting the object, And then I'm clicking duplicate up here. It's next to the trash can. And then I'm going to select this little cone at the top and pull it up. I'm just going to pull it so it snaps once. And now you can see I have two of those objects like that. And I want to make the inside object a little bit smaller, and I'm going to turn it into a hole. So I'll select the little gray button right there in the upper right. You notice this is a solid and this is a hole. I'm going to change to the top view, and notice it's still selected. I think it just switched objects. Yep. Nope, it didn't. It's still on the hole object. So I changed that to 3 inches, and then I need to change this other dimension up here to 3 inches. There we go. And now I'm going to use my arrow keys. 1, 2, 1, 2. Get it right there in the center. You can't see really what's going on, but let me move it around. You can see that that whole object is on the inside. Okay. Now I think if I drop this, yeah. Okay. So watch what's going on. Now if I select everything, and I think you could do Control A. Yeah. Control A will select everything. And then Control G for group, or click the group button up here in the upper right. Doesn't look like much happened, does it? But it did. Look. I'll flip this guy over so we can look at it. And now it's hollow on the inside. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay. All right. I'm going to click undo so it goes back. I'm going to set this. Now, I'm noticing something here on the top. I'm thinking that when I hollowed it out, it cut all the way through to the top, which I think it did. And I don't like that because I didn't change the actual height of the object, did I? So I'm going to click undo. And then look, there it is. Okay. It's selected. And what looks like what I might need to do is change. I'll pull it up. And you change the height. Yeah, because I don't want the inside to be 1 also. Let's make it 0.75. That's better. And then here's a trick. If I push the letter D, it drops it to the build plate. Now I'll select again. I'll click group again. And there we go. Much better. Okay. All right. I'm going to go back to my top view, zoom out a little bit. I'm going to set my roof aside because I'm done working with it for right now. I'm going to grab a box and do basically the same thing I did in the beginning with the roof. Is just place that block, click here, and I'm going to make it 3.5 by 3.5. I'm going to move it over so it's right there. And then look, my roof's the exact same size, so perfect. Let's set this roof aside like that. Change to the front view and then change the height. I'm going to make it 3 inches tall. Okay. I can do the exact same thing for hollowing it out, right? I can just select it, click duplicate, and I can change those dimensions to 3 by 3. Change to a hole. It's selected. Push my arrow keys. Times. I need to pull it up. I don't know if you can see where I'm pulling from, but if I change a front view, I've got this little cone guy. It's a that little black triangle. I'm going to go up a quarter. Yeah, 1/4 of an inch. That's good. Now, I don't want to select everything. If I select everything right now, I've got the roof selected. I won't be able to move it by itself. If I group everything together, watch. Now I'll be like, oh, I want to grab that roof. Oh, but it's all grouped together. So I'll click undo. you can select an object and then hold down the shift key and then click the another object that you want, and then hold down the shift key and click another object, and then that's how you can select just the objects you want. Or you can just click and drag to select just the objects you want in your little selector box, like that. I'll group those two guys, which hollows it out. Perfect. Looking good. Okay, I want to put a perch in there for the bird and a hole for the bird to go through. So I'm going to select the cylinder, and then I'm going to make it a little nicer. So I'm going to increase the number of sides. It doesn't need to be so big, so I'm going to change it to 0.25 by 0.25. Like that. I'm going to change my view over here to look at it from, say, the right. I'll select it. I'm just going to eyeball the size for right now. Okay. And I'm going to turn it like that. No, notice, and I'm going to undo this so I can show you again. When I select it, I got this little arrow, or the little arrows that go back and forth. If I click and hold, if I go out here with my mouse, I can get very, very, accurate, say 23 degrees or something. But if I know I want it to like snap to a standard, I can select right here, click and hold. If I pull my mouse inside, it's going to snap to like the 45, 67, 90. There we go. Let go. That's going to help me make it easier for me to get the 90. Okay. Change my view. Okay. Remember that right now, up and down is backward and forward. Anytime I want to make the object closer or further away from the build plate, I have to find that little triangle. I'm going to make that perch, I don't know, think about there. I want to change my view. I think I'm going to look at this from the top. There we go. All right, now I'm going to use my arrow keys and move it like this. And I want the edge of the perch to go way out there. And then I want it to go all the way through into the wall, the back wall, just like that. Yeah, I like that. All right. I'm going to grab I know that I could just use this cylinder again. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to pull it up, change the size of it, say like this. And I'm going to turn this one into a hole because this is going to be the hole that the bird walks through. So I want to get it where I need it. I want the bottom of the hole to be basically right where that perch is. Let's make the hole 3 inches. Oops. I changed the wrong dimension. Yeah. Here. Let's change this dimension right here to 3 inches. Oh, that's way too big. I think it needs to be like 2 inches. It's going to be too big because the whole thing is only like 3. The whole birdhouse is only 3 inches. This is really just going to be like a decoration, not really a functional birdhouse. So how about 1 inch? Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, 1 inch, and then by say 1 inch. Yeah, there we go. Okay, again, using my arrow keys to adjust, getting it where I want it. That looks good. Looks good from the side. Yep, right on where that perch is, and it goes all the way through. Cool. So now I'm going to select the box, the perch, and that hole, and I'm going to group them. There we go. Okay, remember this is just kind of a solid modeling exercise for showing how you might demonstrate something or how you might use this to, create a 3D thing to show other people. All right, I'm going to move my roof like that. I'll maybe tilt it a little bit so that I can show like it. I might be trying to design something that's going to like hinge. So I could show that it's a birdhouse that can be opened up. Maybe it's a little nest box and I want to be able to get in there. There you go. All right. From here, I could do a lot of other stuff. I could create some kind of snap mechanism or a place where the roof snaps into the box or snaps over the box. There's all different ways you can do that. But I'm going to leave it pretty much right here since this is not something we're going to be printing. It's just something we want to get a visual representation of a birdhouse. All kinds of different things you can do, all different ways you can do this, but get comfortable moving the object around, changing the size of things, using the duplicate, all those things. Okay. Well, that's how to do a birdhouse. I hope you enjoyed this. All right. Have a great day.